What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Drake and Jimmy Jew Show. My name is Drake Peterson, and that over there is the very sexual Jimmy the Jew, and that's Christopher McCone, a.k.a. Coner Boner. And joining us today live from Maryland is the very handsome, the very multi-talented lead singer of Ballyhoo and the host of Tales from the Green Room podcast, Howi Spangler.
What up, pimpin'?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Ah, fuck, that sounds what gay horses eat.
Hey.
Started flirting with a very handsome Howie.
What's going on, Howie?
That's a great introduction. Thanks, man.
With the badass fucking, like, studio-looking setup. See, we need something like that. That is just the fucking, that looks cool.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
I mean, you got a whole fucking setup. Tell us about it.
Yeah. No, I started going hard with the YouTube stuff last year, and I needed a cool place to do it, and I had these you can't really see them here, but I had these palm trees from a Halloween show the previous year. Decided to throw those in here, and
Gotta have palm trees.
yeah, and really, I mean, it is, you know, you get an SM7B and you look pro as fuck, and like, and then there's this LED uplight back here, and pretty much that's it. And just
For the ambience. For the ambience.
yeah, that's really it. And then this, yeah, to get this fucking sweet ass shirt too. That's,
Your shirt is fucking fire.
yeah,
Gotta bring tie-dye back.
feels good.
Oh, dude, you don't need to bring tie-dye back.
Well, here's the thing: is tie dye. I don't like tie dye, but if you have it, if you're wearing it, and you're the right kind of person that looks good in a tie dye shirt, it works. Otherwise, you just kind of look like a dirty hippie. But Howie, I will say, it fits you very well. It just works.
Thank you.
I couldn't wear it.
This morning,
Did you say you made it this morning?
I made it this morning.
No, you didn't. The fuck, Howie?
I got this on. I took a shower this morning, is what I said. But
Oh, okay. That's
How's
Yes.
quarantine life
for
treating
smell
you?
vision. Smell-o-vision,
Yeah,
you know.
smell-o-vision.
um,
How's quarantine life treating you, Howie?
quarantine is going well. I'm actually as busy as I've ever been. Just working on projects with other bands, and you know, just keeping the Ballyhoo stuff going, and podcast, and you know, whatever else. I'm always just trying to make shit. So
How often do you guys release on your podcast?
mine is it's kind of sporadic. I try to do every week, but the weeks get away from me sometimes. I have a lot going on, but sometimes I'll do 2 week, you know, but it just depends. Like I'll get like there's no like set schedule, but I'll get like guests on, and then if I don't have a guest, I'll just talk about some shit for a half hour or something. And then I've been using a StreamYard to do like because I can do it live like on YouTube and Facebook, and I can fly in like comments and stuff. So I can like have full on Q&A
Oh,
with artists. Is really really dope.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We should do that, Drake.
Yeah, we actually did our first live one the other day, and it was kind of scary because it's like just getting it. It actually wasn't live. I mean, we said it was live. Sorry,
Well, that's
guys, we
great. Let's
lied
just,
to you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, why would
Drake,
you say that?
I know. I think we're gonna edit that part out.
No, but
That was with Cowboy, right?
yeah, so it's
Yeah, Cowboy's our first
Sandra
one.
on. So Howie, Tales from the Green Room, it's a great podcast. You have been in the music industry for a very long time, and so this is basically you're interviewing a lot of your friends, a lot of bands, and just kind of giving people an insight into the music industry and what it's like to really just be in that green room. How long have you been doing this podcast for?
The pod is 2 years. Started in 2018, and I was thinking about, because I end up giving bands, like young bands, like a lot of advice and stuff, and I'm happy to do it. And I just started thinking, like, you know, that might be the good medium to kind of to do that, you know, have a place where I have like recorded all this stuff and it's just out there for free.
Yeah.
And it seems to be helping. I get DMs all the time, like, bro, I just found the podcast. It's like so sick. Like I'm learning so much. Like these like new like up and coming artists, you know, people that are trying to get into it. And there's you know, I think there's a rite of passage. I think every band should sleep on the floor, eat,
Right.
you know, be hungover, and do all that. Like, you know, all those things should happen to a band so they can appreciate the success later if it ever comes. And but then there's certain things too that I feel like are just flat out dumb. Like everything that we've ever learned has always been the hard way. Like we've always done everything we'll try something and then it fails miserably, and then we have to like, okay, never do that again. But just dumb things like, your van should never catch on fire. Like I would never wish
Yeah.
that. You know what
Oh
I
my
mean?
God.
Yeah, like it happened. It wasn't like a huge fire, but it was like enough to like we had to get the fuck out of the van, or like there's a whole story about
Was
it.
somebody lighting a joint in the van and it?
That's exactly what was going through my head.
Yeah.
No, it's actually way dumber than that. Like that would be awesome if that's how it happened. Like this is actually stupid. Like I was driving earlier that day. I was probably doing like 90 because I didn't know anything about driving a van and trailer, and it's like fucking terrifying to drive that fast with that much weight behind you. And
Yeah.
Bad idea.
so I'm cruising, we're in the mountains somewhere, and I blew the transmission.
Oh shit.
And there's transmission fluid spraying all over the back of the trailer or the front of the trailer and all over the exhaust, but we didn't know about that until
That's flammable.
makes sense. Yeah. So like later that night, we're JR's driving, our old bass player, and it's like 11, 12 at night, and he's like, all of a sudden he swerves, he's like, get the fuck out of the van. And we're like, whoa, and I'm just wearing shorts. I'm not wearing shoes, shirt, nothing. I jump out, and there's flames shooting out from the sides, like underneath the van.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, man. So like I stepped in with like a bush of thorns in my van. There's flames shooting outside of the van. I'm like, fuck. I go to get over the guardrail, and I split the top of my foot open. I still have the scar. Sprayed blood all over Scott's shorts. I look over. I'm
Fucking shit.
bouncing. I look at JR. I'm like, is there anything I could do to help? Still trying to help. Like I should have tapped out. He's over there with the fire extinguisher trying to figure it out, like how to get it all, going. And as soon as I say that, I'm like, can I help? He gets it, and it sprays all this shit right in my face. 100 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
Whatever. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And it was just like the worst minute and a half. And he's like spraying it down, and we had to get towed, and just, oh my God. Got on the road the next night. It was crazy. They spent all day, like 8 hours working on it. We got it fixed. We were in like Alabama or Louisiana, and got back on the road. I mean, holy shit, dude.
Thank God it wasn't a show day.
So these are some rite of passages that bands shouldn't have to go through.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like because that's a dangerous thing. Like I don't wish tire blowouts on anybody. That shit sucks, man. It's fucking terrifying.
Deadly too.
Yeah, but like the like having to sleep on floors and wake up next to a cat shitting in a litter box 3 times in 2 weeks. Different houses like that. I want all that to happen to bands. You know what I'm saying? Like it just you need to respect it. You need to when you start getting hotel rooms and like you need to be like, oh fuck, we were there. We used to do that shit.
That's fucking awesome.
What's your favorite interview that you got to? Or who's your favorite person that you got to interview on your podcast?
I got Nick Hexum on there from 311. That was awesome.
Badass.
Yeah, dude. It was great to have him on because I'm a huge fan since I was a kid, and he told some great stories. He got really detailed about their fire in their RV.
So maybe the fire is a rite of passage.
Unfortunately, so. No, man.
Fire means you made it.
Yeah.
These guys almost died. Like it was the whole thing went up so fast. He said, and like he had to jump through flames. He was the last one out, and he had to jump through flames through the door.
Oh shit!
His whole head. He had long hair like down to here, all singed. Like it just was turning into ash in his hands when he got back on the street.
Holy fuck!
Was this a van or a bus?
They had if you listen to their old song, Hive, he says it, but they were hauling a van with an RV. So not a trailer, they were hauling a van with and the van had all the gear in it. And I think a trailer. And he was saying they were speeding through the mountains again, or whatever. And yeah, don't do that, I guess.
Causes fires.
And he got really detailed, and I was like, wow, I'd never heard that full story. I knew it happened, but he went really into it. So that was like a good highlight, a good gem, and we were laughing and having a great time, and it was really good to have him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And on your podcast, I see that you partner with this company called Anchor.
Yeah. Anchor, I found them. They seem to be. I didn't know that any other companies that were making it easy to sign to create a podcast account and then distribute it everywhere, like all the major platforms, Spotify, Apple, everywhere else. So and it seemed very easy. I went on, checked it out, and it was very simple. I just recorded myself in Pro Tools, uploaded it, put up a title, and found some stock art on the internet, and just had some cover art, and there it was. Like, 10 minutes later, it was live.
That's cool.
It was awesome, man. It was a good feeling. It was I'd wanted to do a podcast for probably like a year and a half, 2 years, but I didn't know. I didn't think that anybody would care to listen. I didn't think anybody wanted to hear me talk. I thought people were gonna think I was an idiot because I feel like I'm an idiot when I talk.
You're not an idiot.
Appreciate it. And then I just I was like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna. There's this thing. The first episode was about how to start a band, like what I would do now if I was starting a band, because I'm very knowledgeable in that. You should only talk about the things that you know, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. I know about this. I'll put it up, and people thought it was great. So I just got pumped, and I kept making them, and here we are. I'm like, I got 123 coming out on Friday that I'll be doing. So, it's people
good.
merch and coming to me at the merch table when we used to play shows. I don't know if you remember those days, but we used to play shows.
What? Shows?
Yeah,
I
I'll tell
don't
you.
remember.
Or like people come to the merch table and be like, "Bro, your pod is great," and I get DMs. It's awesome. So it's become a thing now.
That's cool because you actually get some feedback on. You're like, wow, man, people are listening.
Yeah. It's and to hear that even people that aren't artists, because it's for artists. I mean, it's for everybody, but for people that aren't artists, like they're entertained, hopefully, because I'm dumbass. And then the other is, they get to learn about how we do things and how it all works on the inside, and they don't know that all they see is the final product. So when you go play a show, they don't know how a tour is put together. When I go and I watch an Iration show or a Revolution show, I'm seeing this great show out front. When I go backstage, man, there's like fucking cables everywhere. There's people everywhere.
Production, yeah.
Fucking cymbals. I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have a guy polishing cymbals. It's like people don't know about those things. And
Those are unnecessary things, in my opinion.
yeah.
You don't need to fucking polish the cymbal.
Don't say that because I'm one of those people who does it.
It works, man. And so, I just talk about all those behind the scenes things, and seems to be good.
Well, I think that's good because people need to understand that, all of their favorite bands are not working right now, but behind those bands, there's a shit ton of crew. There's a shit ton of everybody. Everyone that works at these venues is affected right now by this fucking virus. And it's really sad. It's so heartbreaking. And it also is just annoying because I want to fucking play some music.
I know, man. I know. You guys did a great thing with the crew t-shirts. Thought that was awesome.
And I think the thing like what Common Kings just did, where they rented like a drive-in theater and put a stage up. I mean, yeah, sit in your cars, but not everybody's going to sit in their cars. But I mean, it's something. It's as close as you can get to fucking, as you. And it's cool. You're sitting in your car. You want to bang your lay in the back seat. You want to bring food. I mean, anything you want. But that's the closest you're going to get to a concert right now, and that's actually a pretty fucking good idea. That might just take off right now, just to fucking get people. I mean, everybody wants. You guys want to play, which is like in your blood. You guys are just going to get out there. And I know a million people right now they're drooling to go somewhere to a fucking show. If they had to sit in their concert or in their car, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Howie, have you guys gotten any offers to play any of these drive-in shows or any talks about that?
We have one that we're kind of talking about right now. I was kind of waiting to see. I've seen a few bands do them now, and I was kind of waiting to see because, like, I worry that people. I don't want people getting sick at our show or getting this thing at our show, and then like it being tied to us. I get weird about that.
It's really hard to get.
It's hard to get.
Yeah, I mean, I had it. I just got over it. I mean, I lost 30 pounds, and you literally have to damn near swap spit to get it.
Tell them how you got it, Jimmy.
I can't. But I was probably snorting cocaine off a hooker's ass in Vegas. Not gonna lie.
Oh man,
That'll do it, right?
But I mean, everybody that wasn't doing that was literally, and we were right next to each other, like 40 other people. Not one other person caught it. Only the fucking people sniffing fucking cocaine off hookers' asses. and there were some nice hot hookers too. So
You're gonna
you
get.
know,
Yeah, right.
yeah, if you're gonna start cooking up hookers' ass, make sure she's hot.
Yeah, right. Or he.
Either way.
I'm
Stop,
just
Drake.
kidding.
Stop, Drake. That's gross.
Wait, I do get that you wouldn't want to be associated with having people be sick, and even like your crew and your bandmates, like when you do a show, you're all going to be put at risk. Like we did a live stream a few weeks ago in the same room, and it was like like there's 10 of us here in this room with the crew, but then there's also there's some people at the venue, there's there's the live stream crew. It's like this could get out of control very quickly.
I mean, everybody can go down and get tested and do like a 2-day fucking turnaround, like 4 days before, and stay quarantined before. And if everybody follows the rules, everybody's pretty safe.
Even then, you just don't know these people. I think there was 2 times Drake and I got nervous, and there were just big bottlenecks in the venue where like 12 people were just closely spaced, and that's still a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, when we do our streams, the crew that we work with, it's a very small crew, and everybody seems to be, kind of just staying inside. And when the lockdown was like a truly lockdown, nobody was going anywhere. Everybody's staying inside, and things opened up, and they're still like, they're not really going out and doing stuff and putting themselves in situations where it could happen, and I just tell people, just wear the mask, and hopefully, I don't know.
All you can
Gotta
do.
hope for the best. But when this whole thing started, you guys were pretty much like the first ones that I saw, do a live stream or even like a at home kind of a session. And you guys, like, you were fresh out of the gate. You guys got it, and you nailed it. Some really good production. Do you guys self-produce all that stuff?
Yeah, so we're lucky to have Hartford Sound. It's like 20 minutes from my house, and they're all very talented people. And what it is, they're a sound company, they're a production company that does sound and provides video walls and all the speakers and front of house, all that stuff. And they were looking for a way to keep the money coming in for their people.
Yeah.
They don't gouge us. It's not like, they're not charging us, because the first places we wanted a lot of money, and it's like they weren't wrapping their heads around the big picture. It's like, no, we're just trying to help, like, pay you guys a little bit of money. We're kind of helping each other here, and so they did it for a really good price, and the production is just, I mean, like I said, we're lucky to have it, and we were working on something before we found them, that where I was like coordinating, like I was trying to figure out how to get all the wireless gear for the cameras, because where we could get. I got 2 good cameras, and then we're trying to find another one, and maybe have a guy like kind of moving around a little bit just for some motion, because I didn't want just static cameras, and lights and things. We were going to do it at Baltimore Soundstage, and then the governor was like, "All right, nope, can't do shit. Everybody, non-essential. Sorry." And then we got hit up with Hartford Sound, and we were able to fill that same night because we'd already planned it. We were going to go do it. And when I realized what we had, and we started doing the show, I was like, oh man, like this would not have looked like this if we'd done it over there. Just because, they just weren't equipped, and I didn't know how their internet was like for streaming anyway. And anyway, so we're like I said, we're lucky to have them, and more bands in this area should go check them out and start working with them, because they do great stuff. Hartford Sound.
Hartford Sound.
Badass, man. And where are they at? They're out of Maryland?
Yeah. I think it's Joppa, Maryland, or Fallston, Maryland. It's like, not Fallston. Yeah, it's like Joppa. Huge, like just a warehouse in a business park, and it's just, you walk in, it's like this big sound stage.
That's badass.
All this gear, so.
Yeah, a lot of different companies are popping up because of this. We're hearing all kinds of things through our interviews of different streams, different things that people are doing. It's pretty trippy to see.
Yeah,
how everything's evolving.
Amazing companies like the podcast, the Shit Show Podcast LLC, one of the real stars.
Oh Jesus! Oh man, what a disgusting plug.
Yeah.
Howie, you were saying how you were busier than you have ever been, and I'm also in that same boat too. It's like, playing shows is one thing, but like now, kind of having to reinvent a career because there's really no music in sight that I can see, any like long-term thing. So it's cool that you're doing all the stuff that you're doing. And are you enjoying this kind of a shift in career, or are you not liking it?
Yeah, man. It's this is I've always been a producer since I started this thing. I've been my band is 25 years old now. Like, I started when I was 14 years old, and
Holy shit!
and same fucking band. It's crazy.
I thought you were 25.
Yeah, everybody thinks that. It's funny.
How old are you?
39.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. Be 40 in October. Woo.
Yeah, I just turned 46. It's not that bad. It's not
Yeah,
that bad.
But Jimmy looks 46.
Dick, Drake.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Man, what a dick. Fucking man, pick on the
Love
G
you.
Day.
I love you, Jimmy.
Yeah, I like a lot of your friends.
I've always had that in me. So, now that I started producing bands a few years ago, and I've just been picking up more and more artists here and there, and then obviously doing the Ballyhoo stuff. This new album, I actually mixed the whole thing. I tracked, produced, mixed, and released the whole thing myself. Like,
Damn.
Message to the World, by the way, the new album is fucking fire.
Thanks, man.
I'm obsessed with it right now. And also your art too. Well, I want to talk about that, talk about the art later, but Social Drinker definitely has been on repeat.
Great song. Just listen to it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm really happy with the writing on that. The lyrically, I feel like it's it is pushing a message, a positive message, like an uplifting thing. Like, it's kind of a go inward kind of song. And it's like, when I say like stop freaking about the things you can't control, and just get over yourself and just live in the moment. Like try to be better, be a better person. I've been trying to be a better person. Just by how I react to things. Life is about how you perceive it, perception, and having a positive mindset, I think, is everything. And if you can start the day with something positive, it can really set the tone.
Absolutely.
And for life in general,
Energy you send out to the universe.
Exactly. And how I act with my kids and my fiance, if I piss her off, she's gonna be mad the rest of the day at me, and it just creates this weird thing, right?
Right.
So, trying to, hey, morning, babe, shit like that. Like, just try to be nice, and go down, make coffee, get the kids their breakfast, put the dishes away, listen to my news on the Echo, like just stuff like that. Like,
Makes a big difference.
it does, man. And I'm just the older I get, I guess I can say.
You get younger by the day. Howie.
Yeah.
You're younger.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be better at life, I guess. And I think it starts, inside. It starts with you.
Well, you being off tour, you probably are enjoying the time with your family.
Yeah, it's been cool to be home, and now, I mean, we're looking at, my last show was with you guys, March 1st, and
Yep, same here.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
and I mean, if you don't count the streams, but I mean, we're not playing in front of anybody. It's
You have anything? What's your next show? Do you have anything planned for next year? I know some bands like, hey, we got March next year. You have anything in the future in stone?
like we're trying to play it smart. Like, I think it's smart to at least entertain offers as they come in, and
Festivals and stuff.
yeah, like put things in in pencil. Just kind of go, okay, this, and then it's probably going to get canceled, but at least you have some books. And because if you get there and suddenly, there's a vaccine, everybody's good, and all of a sudden, every band in the world has a show, you can't get a show because you didn't book anything 2 months ago. It's like, it's nice. Right.
And every venue's packed out for fucking ever now.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
Monday nights are full.
So I don't know if things do come back before there's a vaccine, and we can kind of get over this weird spike we're having now, like, and they'll do like half capacity, or I have no fucking clue, honestly. I'm just kind of I'm wrapping my brain around we are never playing ever again. That's what's happening.
That's kind of how I'm like approaching this situation. I mean, obviously I'm sure we're going to, but I'm like, okay, time for a bit of a career switch, and like let's assume the worst. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it's better to play safe rather than like 2 years from now being like, okay, well now what do I do with my life?
Yeah.
You have to always be looking forward, and embracing the new technology, the new apps. Live streaming has been here for at least a decade. With like Ustream and stuff, and like '09.
But never really needed before, like now.
Yeah, and that's my point. Is that you know you got like we all should have been doing this a long time ago.
Yeah.
We should have been utilizing the tools. And
Right.
even I started back in January 2019, like really going at it with my YouTube channel and going live and stuff. And so when this all went down, I already had infrastructure. I already had a lot of this gear. I already had a good camera and a mic, and I knew how to do it. And I had an audience that, more importantly, had an audience that expected this from me already.
Yeah.
So I was able to to just coast right in there. If you're
Fell into place. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're prepared. Now I'm watching, back in March, April, I'm watching bands like scramble to figure out how to go live and what
Mhm.
gear do I need. I got people, hey, yo, what are you using? What's that? Help me out. And again, I have no problem. Like, yo, get this.
For $49.99 an hour, I will gladly help you. Howi Spangler Productions.
Yeah, like I said, I like to give the advice for free, and just like I like seeing people win. I think that's like
Absolutely.
it's fun, man. There's no reason I'm gonna be like, nope, sorry, nope, only I can do this. It's stupid. It's like I like helping people and when I can. So my point is, embrace the new stuff. Look what's on the horizon. Look what's coming. Before TikTok might be gone soon. Who knows? But TikTok is right now is on its way to destroying Instagram at some point. Like Instagram is going to be like down here, and TikTok's going to be king. But now, like with the ban and stuff, who knows? TikTok might go away. But you have to be aware of those kinds of things, and jump on it early. And that's how those people that get Instagram famous and MySpace famous and all that is because they started early when there was not a big audience yet.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, you're the only guy or girl on there that's like a celebrity type, and next thing you know, everybody's following you. It's just how it happens.
At a certain point, I don't care. I'm not going to dance like an idiot on camera.
Sure, I'm not a dancer. I don't know how to use the app yet.
I know. I officially felt old when I opened up the app and I was like, wait, what is this?
Yeah, I know my son was doing it, and then my daughter got doing it, and he's just doing dance moves. I'm like, how do you know this? He's like, oh no, they show you. There's like you can go on.
Right. Yeah, my girl doesn't have any social media, but her and her daughter like TikTok, and they don't consider it social media for some reason. I'm like, that's still kind of social media,
It's
but that's
definitely social media, but it's fun. I totally see the appeal, man. It looks,
It is fun. It takes a long time though to make some of these videos. We had someone. Her name was Amanda Paris, and she's one of these influencer model types. And she basically was saying how she spent like 3 hours learning a fucking dance routine,
right.
just for like a. And she's like, this one only got me 10,000 likes, but then I just post a picture of me in a bikini, and I get like 50,000 likes.
Yeah, but she also makes what $20,000 a month on fucking OnlyFans.
I know. Which brings me to my next question. Howie, will you produce me and Jimmy's OnlyFans account?
you got it.
You got it. Is your junk a hairy shit show? Is your partner coughing up too many hairballs? Say no to wax, razors, and lasers. And yes, to the Lawnmower 3.0 by Manscaped. Its skin-safe technology prevents ingrown hairs, irritation, blood, sweat, and tears, ensuring smooth entry and great head without the hair. And your partner can kiss that pube floss goodbye. Use it on your back, balls, boobs, and butthole. It's time to say bye-bye to the bush and hello to the Lawnmower 3.0 by Manscaped. Visit Manscaped at manscaped.com today.
Going back to the new album, Message to the World, you write some very, very, very catchy tunes. I'm like a pop whore, so when I first heard you guys play, I was like, oh my God, this is my jam. Who were your biggest influences growing up, and what are you listening to now?
Ooh.
I think my biggest influence is Green Day.
Right here from my area. They're right here in my county.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
They went to school at John Sweat, which is about 15 minutes from my house.
Oh, cool, dude. Yeah,
They
that's
grew up in Richmond, California.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I there I found that band when I was 13, like most kids my age. And
Instantly hits.
yeah, instantly, man. It was like, okay, this is it right here. I love this forever.
This 3-piece band just fucking killed it.
It was destroyed, man. And like the 90s was such a wonderful, special time. And so I grew up listening to the radio, and even in the 80s when as a kid, I was into pop stuff. I liked Debbie Gibson. I liked, Tiffany and fucking. I was my favorite shit when I was a kid. I was Rat, Poison, Motley Crue, Tesla, Def Leppard, all the Kicks, all the hair metal bands. But I did like pop music, as a 6, 7, 8-year-old. And then, in the middle there, before Nirvana and Green Day, it was like I started digging Bobby Brown and like R&B and stuff and all that pop. Shanice,
I got to play with Bobby Brown for one song. It was
Really
very cool. Yeah. I'll talk about that later. Sorry, continue.
No, that's great. Yeah, so I think there was a I kind of developed my pop sensibility for melody, writing melodies, and I'm so glad I had that. I just feel like I try to write things that I would like to hear on the radio or Spotify playlists now, but
Right.
Stuff that sounds good to me. I guess anybody would say that I write stuff that sounds good to me, but it just happens to connect and be big and melodic, and I'm really big on hooks. Everything has to be a hook, even the verses, even the guitar lines, like drum. Even drum. You can have the hook can be anything. It doesn't have to be like a chorus. The hook is anything that catches your ear. That's what a hook is. Like,
Right.
what's that? So like the beginning of that, My Hero by Foo Fighters,
Those drums are huge.
you know that right from the get. You know exactly what it is, right? So my whole thing is that trying to find that, and I don't know, man. And my lyrics, like lyrically, I've always found myself like, okay, I'm pretty good at lyrics, but I think there's so many better lyricists than me. I'm able to package it up really nicely, I think, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's working because you're on the Beach Vibes playlist on Spotify, which is the playlist to be on.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of great bands on there, and I'm very thankful every time they give us a look and throw us on there. And it's that stuff is crazy. That it helps like a lot. Like you'll see your numbers like double and triple, when you get on there.
That's crazy. So is your whole band pretty much from East Coast? We're all Maryland guys.
Yeah, the drummer's my brother. We started the band together in '95, and then our keyboard player started as our turntablist. we brought him in like 2000 when like nu metal was like and turntables was the shit in rock music.
Right.
Like Linkin Park and
It turned so many heads,
Uncle Cracker.
Limp Bizkit and shit. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the shit, man. Fred Durst was
love
killing
that.
it.
I'm a huge Limp Bizkit fan, dude. I fucking love Limp Bizkit. I don't
They
care.
were killing it back in the day.
Man, I was able to see a little bit of the cheese back then, but definitely, man, those songs fucking hit, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
hard. And
Okay.
yeah, Significant Other was like a really great record, and that like seminal for that era, that genre. So we were like kind of following that a little bit with the reggae and stuff, and and then so he came around in 2000s. He's been with us 20 years, and then Nick, our bass player, he joined us about 6 years ago. We've been through like we're on like bass player number 14 now. But he's from his family's from New York, and then they moved to Florida. So we met him in Florida, and now he lives in Maryland with us. So
Badass.
Hi, Nick.
hey, Nick.
Yeah, got a bunch of East Coast guys like Sticks from back there. There's a bunch of big fucking. Yeah, I think TJ and Stick are back there right now, back in the East Coast visiting the family.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, TJ's hit me up, and there's a lot of little bands coming out from the East Coast out here.
Yeah, there's I see it all the time. It's nice to see, even some bands from like the Maryland area that I didn't know about. There's a band called Beach House. They're like a pop alternative band. They're from Maryland.
Yeah, you didn't know about Beach House?
I know
about
Beach
them. I
House.
didn't know where they were from. I thought that was pretty cool, you know.
Do you ever write for other bands?
I have I've done some co-write stuff, and I pitched some songs here and there to some bands, and some are like, it's not really a fit. I'm like, cool, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I've also had some songs like there was a song that on our girls record back in 2017 that was written by someone else, and me and him are homies now. We've written a couple songs together, and it's a little strange writing, you know, singing someone else's song.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it was like I felt like I connected with it and I could do something with it, and it turned out great. I write a lot with Greg Shields from Cashed Out. We've been homies for a decade, so we've written a lot of stuff together. And then I'll do a lot of feature stuff with I'll sing on other artists' things, or you know. But I really like getting involved on the production level, like helping a band, uh, you know, trim the fat and work with arrangement. And sometimes you'll have like a 5-minute song that could easily be a 3.5-minute song. You know,
Mm.
I'm like, bro, this is a mid-tempo, pop punk song or reggae song, and it doesn't need to be 5 minutes long. Like we don't need things like that, And they're like, whoa, like I'm blowing their mind. It's you know, um, and just making sure that they're. I like being there from the ground up when I produce. I like being there for everything from the drums to the end with the vocals and whatever else, because the drummer will be playing and nobody's really paying attention, and like you got to catch those like off things. Like if we're playing to a click and I hear things that are like, oh, that was severely off, like other people don't notice. I'm like, yo, stop, go back, well, let's fix right here. And just things like all the little detail stuff that really matter, and it ends up becoming a better recording, better project, and the band seems to be really happy with
The outcome.
how I operate.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking super hands-on. That's super busy. That's a lot of time. I mean, just Chris doing our this stuff. I mean, he's fucking busy for hours. I couldn't imagine doing a whole production for an album. That just, wow.
Dude, Bumpin' Uglies, we just did 18 or 19 tracks for drums and bass, like
Holy
3
shit.
weekends ago. Like did it in a couple days. Like they just blew through them. Like Brandon's a writing machine, and like we sat there and just did all the drums, and then we got all those done and did the bass. Those guys are fucking machines. But now I'm sitting here, I'm like editing, and they're just like doing guitars and shit and piano, and they're like, using Dropbox, and I'm dropping them in, and it's crazy. It's amazing what we can get done like this.
It is crazy. Yeah, you don't actually have to be in the same room anymore.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
I love Bumpin' Uglies.
Yeah, they're great, man. He's a great songwriter. His lyrics, he's one of the guys I look up to for lyrics, man. He's just very his vocab is great. And he's like borderline rapper, and he's a great singer, and he sings about like real shit, and I think that's super important. Everybody loves a good party song.
Yeah.
We need to have those. But when you start digging into the heartstrings and really get into like the behind the scenes, the dirty stuff, man, that's like people really connect with that.
And it's even harder though as a performer to have to play that night after night. Just something like singing about your most vulnerable moment and then just having to sing it every night and just go to that place. It must be hard.
Yeah, I think about my parents a lot. They're both gone now. My mom died when I was a kid, and so I've written a few songs about her, and so like whenever I sing those, it's the lyrics by like that, the song's over, but in that moment, I'm definitely thinking about her, and same with my dad, so you do think about those things, and but I think it's so important. It's therapeutic to just bare your soul, man, and just be real. And you can expose. You're in control. You can say what you want. You can keep things private if you want. But I don't know. I like to talk about things and kind of get it out. And I know that there's people out there that are experiencing the same thing, and they're
Right.
getting value from it. They're gonna be like, oh my God, this is like hitting me. How many times have you heard a sad song? You're like, oh God, this is me. And we listened to it 1,000 times.
Well, I know we like to ask all the bands that would come on you guys are on tour. You guys play pranks on each other, and you guys have concert fails. You have any good prank stories with other bands, or any good concert fails?
We are like the worst. Like we are so bad at like pulling pranks on people. Like we just never think of shit. Like, and if we were, it'd be like the most evil, darkest shit. Get hurt and maybe die, and like there's no middle ground. There's no like,
Catch the concert hall on fire. Yeah.
clean it up and like just set it on fire, and like it just that's how crazy it gets. But yeah, we're really bad at like coming up with like fun pranks to do to people because I don't really I don't like hurting people.
I'm the same way too.
I don't even like making things awkward for people. Like when I see shit on TV when it's like those prank shows like where it's like super awkward and like
You're like, that's some cold shit, man.
and they're like, what? I hate that for them. Like I get really weird about it. And I'm just like, this is super cringy and I can't watch, So
What about some good concert fails?
concert fails. I mean, it's live shit. We're doing
Oh yeah.
failing all the time, brother. I mean, it's like, I fell off the stage.
What?
And, yeah, I was playing guitar for Pepper one night.
Oh shit.
And I fucking fell off the front of the stage.
Oh,
All
fuck.
roads lead to Pepper. Everything
know.
bad.
Pepper comes up more than any other band.
Wait, now, did they push you off the stage or did you
Yeah,
fall?
A banana peel.
Yeah.
Through a banana peel. I was stealing his thunder. He didn't like it. No, it's impossible to steal those guys' thunder, man. Each one of those guys has star power,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
their charisma on play is just unmatched. But yeah, it was at the end of the song. Luckily, the lights went out. It was the very last song, and as soon as I fell, the lights went out. So most people didn't see it. The front row definitely saw it. They helped me get up. But like
No shit.
I had Kaleo's guitar, and I saved the guitar, but I like hurt my ankle, man. It was pretty fucked up.
Oh, that's fucked.
And it wasn't a total Dave Grohl situation, but yeah. And then at Secrets, I about Secrets.
Yeah.
And it was like we had like 5 songs left, and I like to get all over the stage, and I'm like, I took my notes from Billy Joe Armstrong, just get out there and like,
Fuck it, yeah.
reggae rock thing we're doing. And I got up on one of the like riser things and fucking smashed my face on the speaker that was right there. It was like bleeding down my face, like mid song, like God damn it! Like I could just
5 songs left.
like 5 songs left, and so I was like, all right, give me a second. I didn't want to be bleeding everywhere, so I went backstage, got a towel, put a Band-Aid on, came back out, finished the show. Just dumb shit like that. I had another one where I did one of the, I doing the rock star jump, the fucking punk rock thing, just jump up in the air.
Angus, yeah.
And with the stage, we were playing at the Jinx in Savannah, and the stage was kind of like bowing a little bit. It wasn't totally flat and hard. It was bowing. So I went up, and I guess I misjudged when I came back down, and my ankle just went like that. And so first song, I still had
Oh man.
to go. So I'm like, dude, it was excruciating, and like I'm between song, like guitar, so screaming, like just freaking out, and like so we get down I have a picture of it somewhere on my Instagram, but like get to the green room afterwards, and I had like the Death Star on my ankle, man. It was so huge.
Oh
Yeah, and I found out that I chipped my bone.
God damn.
Oh my God, it was awful, dude, and like still. It's sore, and I fuck myself up all the time.
Oh yeah, that rock star life, man. It really takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
There's one where I didn't get injured, but it sucked. When like everything's great at soundcheck and then nothing works at the show.
No, that never happens. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, everything was great. It was Janice Live, favorite venue.
Oh, so fun there.
So fun, packed, 1,500 people, something like that. Ridiculous. We get out there, my guitar amp doesn't turn on, so like we're still backstage like, okay, like what's happening? They can't get my guitar. 40 minutes later, man, the guitar is not working. Like we probably should have made the call, and I was going to go out there and just with my acoustic and just do acoustic for a bit, Ended up using, I think, Ugly's Run Tour with us. I used his shit. We just did a punk rock set. I couldn't use any of my effects. It was just straight in. It was total like 90s set, you know.
Oh my God, that's so stressful. What was wrong with the guitar?
Yeah, I just had it fixed. It was my amp. It was this old Mesa Boogie triple rec that I'd had for about 10 years at that point, and I just had it like maintenance, and I think we put like $200 into it just to get new tubes and some other stuff, and then I called my guy and he couldn't get me a discount. I'm like, well, why not? Like, why do I have a guy like if you can't out? And so I ended up going with Kemper. I bought a Kemper that weekend and it's been fucking rad. I got one right here, and yeah, so it's just that shit's stressful. You know, when everything's great at sound check and then like 4 hours later you go on stage and it's not, it just doesn't work.
That sucks. Some good stories though. And you know, it's true though. Pepper comes up in fucking almost everybody's fucking everything. Wasn't Pepper one of the ones with the fucking mustard hot dogs on the windshield behind him and shit?
Yeah,
I mean, everything. Yeah. Fucking Pepper.
Those are fucking crazy. Before we go, I just want to know, Howie, who does all the art for your guys' album? Because it's so like vibrant and colorful, and I love it.
Yeah, so we try to get different artists to sort of have a take on, like, I like them to have their way with our vision, like our kind of our vibe, and it's always like water, waves, fucking whatever, sunsets, palm trees, boats, whatever. And so this guy Noah Swartz, he ended up doing the last two covers. He's done a few covers for us now, but he's just great. He's very like a graffiti style, that you would see on like a city building or something. And he's very, very good at it. And he's a veteran, and I like throwing him money because his art is so sick. He has such a gift, and so yeah, he crushed it, and that artwork was perfect for that. With the Jameson bottle with the message in it floating around, and I don't know, he just crushes. So we try to work with artists that are able to translate, but in their own way, Yeah. And we always go for like vibrant colors and things like that. So.
Well, it looks fire, and my boyfriend wears the Ballyhoo shirt all the time. It says like sex, drugs, and reggae music or something like that. So it's a
better one actually. No, it's punk rock, reggae,
punk
sex.
rock.
Yeah, and it became a hashtag, and like everybody's like punk rock, reggae, sex music, like it's a style or something. But it's really, it's not punk rock, reggae, sex music. It is if you want, I guess. But it's meant to be like punk rock, reggae, sex music. It's just things that people love. Just
right.
All awesome.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
I feel like Jimmy would wear that shirt too.
I would probably wear that shirt. Yes, I might have to order one.
They crush. Like we have to keep pressing them, but people love them. I don't know.
Yeah, I might have to get one. Yeah.
So where can everybody find you? They can go. Is it ballyhoo.com? Ballyhoo.com.
Ballyhoo Rock. Ballyhoo Rocks.
Spell it.
BALLYHOOROCKS. Ballyhoorocks.com, and you can pretty much find us everywhere: Instagram, TikTok. It's Ballyhoo Rocks, Twitter.
They're all dancing on TikTok. Yes.
In bikinis.
Yeah, send us your dance moves. And then for me, just Howi Spangler, no E in Howie, and just Instagram, YouTube, Tales from the Green Room podcast. Hit me up if you want some production for your band. I'd love to work with you.
Fuck yeah.
Let's make some records, baby.
Yeah. Write some catchy shit for more people. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Man, thanks for coming on the show. That's fucking badass. Appreciate you guys.
Oh man, thanks for having me on the show, man. I've been seeing the shit show for a while, and I'm able to be a part of history, podcast history.
That's what's up. Well, everyone go check out all of the things, and Howie, say hi to all the boys for us. We can't wait to hit the road again soon.
I will, man. You guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'm sure I'll see you on the socials.
Well, mad love, Kevin. You have a good day.